Welcome to Coffee with K and Marie.
Cheers! All right, so today we have Marie Forleo, and she is the founder of Marie TV and B School.
For anyone who might be like me, who is multi-passionate, right? You don't see yourself as a writer only, or as a web designer only, or as a fitness instructor only. And so it kind of gives you more bandwidth to play and explore. And it comes back to clarity comes from engagement, not thought. But I will tell you guys this, it wasn't all like rainbows and unicorns, right? The way I funded my business and even funded my fitness and dance career was through bartending and waiting tables and busting my ass 7 days a week to be able to pay the rent and feed myself while I built the skills and the credibility to run my own business full time.
Which I do have to say, waiting tables is one of the most incredible ways to build up any type of, if you're gonna be in a career, well, actually any career, talking with people, and the harder you work and the bigger smile you have in your face and you don't bring the shit that you got going on at home to your job, the better you will be and the more tips that you get.
Yeah.
And we were talking before about how even you are at your best waiting tables and being a bartender, because you never know who you will meet and who will see you, and then what can come from that.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that all of us struggle with, right, when we're starting out or when we're in those transition zones, if we have to take side gigs, whether it's, Uber driving or Lyft driving or bartending or waiting tables or doing anything that you don't envision yourself to be doing long term, so many of us can feel stuck and they're like, oh, I can't find my passion. What's my passion? How do I figure this out? And here was one of the biggest lessons I learned the hard way. That passion is actually an inside job. So I learned this from bartending because I used to show up at the bar and hate it and be like, I should be doing bigger things. I'm smarter than this. I'm better than this. I should be further ahead by now. Then I did a whole check yourself before you wreck yourself thing. And I was like, wait, Marie, this is your life right now. And how you show up in each moment is actually training for the future you. So I need to turn this beat around and start bringing my most enthusiastic, engaged, energetic, professional self to that bar. Make the best freaking damn drinks you can make. Treat everyone like they're a king or a queen. And I have to tell you that one move of stopping trying to find passion outside of myself and bringing passion to everything that I do, that was a major move, and it hasn't left me since, because we all find ourselves, right, in places like you're waiting on an airplane, TSA line, that's like not going anywhere, and you can be grumpy and complain, you can be in a line at a bank, you could be sitting in traffic, and for those moments, that is your life. We humans, our lives are at least 40% habitual. This is according to research. So if during your day you're like, this isn't good enough, I'm not where I should be, no, you are training yourself to be miserable. Where the flip side, the whole mindset shift is like, no. My business is actually the energy I bring to each moment. And your energy does precede you.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in shifting your perspective depending on what situation you're in.
Yes.
And making the best of it. If it's something you don't want to do, you can find some kind of positive benefit from it.
Yeah, you can bring a party to the situation. I've done that on planes where everyone's just upset and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna crack some jokes, I'm gonna talk to some people and lighten up the mood, and it works. It's like all of us shift our focus to something different, and you can change the entire vibe of a room, your entire experience, which then leads to future opportunities just by changing who you're being in that moment.
Yeah, that's so true. Like when you enter a room, you can actually change the entire situation, the entire outcome, like everything from how you show up. Side note, I totally miss serving drinks.
Do you?
Even like you talking like that, I'm like, I do miss that. I miss being able to show up and have these conversations and meet so many people, and and you get so busy. It's really good. Like if any of you need a side job right now to be able to pursue what you want to do, and it's a totally amazing thing to be able to crush.
I met so many people. I mean, the way I got my first job on Wall Street was because I was a bartender at an Italian restaurant in Short Hills, New Jersey called Paparazzi, and I did such a good job as a bartender that one of my regulars introduced me to her brother who owned a firm, and that's how I got my start.
Wow.
So to your point, you never know who you're gonna meet, and whatever you're doing, there is no shame ever in honest work. Ever, ever, ever. That was part of what I think gave me the courage to go out on my own, even though I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't have any savings. I didn't have anything to back me up. Was that, you know what? if it all fails and goes to shit, I can go get another bartending job, or I will go do whatever I need to do, including cleaning people's houses, cleaning toilets, because I will always get paid for good, honest work, and I will hustle to get it.
I have a question.
Yes.
What was it like meeting Oprah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so I, like most of us, have loved Oprah since I was a little girl. Watched her every single day. You know, she's just been someone that I've admired so much in my life. And I remember when the call came from her producers to potentially be on the show, because there's a lot of different levels that you go through, I lost my shit. Like, I was just like, oh my God, I can't even believe it. And when I put it out there, it'll happen. Yeah, we're all gonna put it out there.
Oprah, if you're watching.
They're cute and
Hi.
amazing.
We were actually on the Oprah, like, behind the scenes, like Jane Fonda was like, had our DVDs and was talking with someone on the Oprah show, not to Oprah. Like, that's our connection. Yeah. She's like, oh yeah, these girls and the next Faces of Fitness. But it was like on our channel.
Yeah, no, this is, I mean, so to the bottom line,
5 degrees away.
Oprah is magical. Like, meeting her in person, she's even warmer, more joyful, more brilliant, more grounded. Like, her presence, when we just talked about when someone walks in a room, everything can change. I've been around her a few times now, and I will tell you, like, when Oprah walks in the room, it's just like, woo, and it's goodness, and it's love, and it's lifting. It's just miraculous. But she's awesome.
I feel like, I mean, I haven't met her, and I was just talking to our girlfriend Ashley about this. There are 2 types of people, and I heard this on a podcast. There's 2 people that show up in a room. One person walks into a room and says, here I am, and everyone looks over and they're like, whoa. And then there's a second person who walks into a room and they say, there you are, and acknowledges and recognizes everyone in the room, and that is the true leader. And then I was thinking about certain people in my life, and so I called Ashley and I was like, oh my gosh, this is you. And I actually went through a checklist of very, very like just empowering women who are leaders, and that's exactly who they are. And then people that are just in my life, and it's really cool. And when you walk into a room, acknowledge everyone, and you can bring everyone in. You know, it's so powerful, and then you can inspire everyone as soon as you acknowledge everyone that's there.
Yeah, it's a simple framework of making life about what you can give, not what you can get. And I think one of the downfalls of our culture right now, you know, technology is amazing. I'm really grateful for the internet because it's allowed me to build this incredible business and touch so many people's lives. But, you know, we don't have to accept all of it, right? And I think one of the things we really need to watch out for when it comes, especially to our phones and especially to social media, is what it's doing is training our brains to prioritize significance and being important. Because every single time there's a like or there's a comment, it's like underpinning all of it is, am I important? Who's paying attention to me? Am I significant? How do I compare to other people? And that is a recipe for a miserable life, because you will never feel enough. There's always gonna be someone with a bigger business. There's always gonna be someone who's younger or prettier or richer or whatever the thing is that this mind is trying to compare by. So I think one of the most important things that we can do in terms of loving your body, loving yourself, and really being a caretaker for your energy in this life is recognizing that when we strive for significance or strive for self-importance, we're playing a losing game. On the flip side, when we strive to contribute, when we strive to make a difference to others, to give love rather than get it, everything shifts. It's a paradigm shift that puts us in a place where our gifts can come to the surface and we get to genuinely connect with another human, which is where all the juice in life is. So it's this very simple, profound, yet important shift. And I think it's really important for all of us right now to just keep that in mind so we feel good and we can make the difference that we were born to make.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for having me on, you guys.
I'm motivated
I love it.
right now.
I know.